Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Monday Madness with Lucas. So this week's episode, we got another free topic episode. So, like I did last free topic, I talked about fitness, how to bulk up and everything. This week we're doing a little opposite, how to lean down basically. You're probably asking why would I be talking about that, or what do I know about that? So here's my little background of so when we start T, we have different body types, whether it be people lean down, they get muscular, and there's people that have extra fat and they need to lean down and all that. For me, I gained a lot of weight on T. I was an athlete for most of my life. I played soccer and I did boxing. I competed in boxing. So once I stopped high school, there was no extra exercise I needed to do. So I got bigger. And then when I started on T, I got even more bigger because there was muscle building up, but I didn't waste a lot of energy, so fat stored up. From there, I've had some nutrition classes. I've had my own nutritionist. I've asked advice from Seth White. You guys probably know him as a fitness trans guy that does fitness nutritionist kind of thing. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys as much as I can, actually, without taking too much time from you guys. So we have the two things to focus on. We have the diet, one thing. When you guys think about diet, I'm not talking about you guys have to starve yourselves or anything like that. I'm just talking about what food to pick to eat, how you count calories, and so on. And then second thing, exercise. Cardio, strength training, weightlifting, all that. So let's go into dieting. Like I said, all right. So as I was telling you guys, when I'm talking about dieting, I'm not telling you guys to starve yourself or anything like that. Just referring about what type of foods to eat, what kind of consumption you're doing, and being counting your calories and so on. So when we're talking about diets, we're talking about calorie intake and all that. We're not talking about starving yourself, not eating all day. That's bad. Don't do that ever. And we're gonna break it down to three different factors: fats, carbs, and protein. So when we think about fats, we usually think about bad stuff that's processed and all that. But there is good fats and there is bad fats, okay? And fats are important to us. Fats are used to fuel our body. Believe it or not. We store our fat in order to get energy. If you starve yourself, you're most likely to... If you starve yourself in a bad way, your body will just start storing fat, and because it thinks it's gonna need to store up. The same way as when bears hibernate and all that, they need to store up fat. So they eat, and they store up fat for the winter, so on. So fats help us control our hunger. They regulate our metabolism, believe it or not, and they regulate our hormones. Who knew, right? We do have healthy fats and we have unhealthy fats, also known as trans fats, which is usually found in processed foods. Fats usually contain 9 calories per gram, which is not bad once you find like healthy, fats and so on. An example of, let me give you that. Healthy fats would be like avocados, eggs, steak, beef, almonds, cashews, oily fish, tuna, all that. That's some examples about healthy fats in general. So when you think about fats, you might want to consider the healthy fats, and so on. Okay, second thing, carbs. We do know that carbs give our body energy, and I know they have a bad rep. What I mean by a bad rep, a lot of people are like, oh, let's cut the carbs and all that. Okay. It actually protects your muscle from wasting away. Believe it or not, I know. But when I talk about carbs, there is glucose in carbs. Carbs are glucose, and as you know, glucose helps us with the energy as well. So think about it. Um, the only problem with carbs is people tend to consume too many carbs, and that's what gets the bad rap. You eat a lot of bread and all that, your body will store that. It's fat. Don't eat too much. Eat a healthier version of carbs and all that. And carbs are 4 calories per gram, so it's not too bad. So there's a way to manage all that as well. An example of that, let's give you an example. There's oatmeal. You can have oatmeal in the morning. There's nothing wrong with that. Rice, quinoa, rice cakes, white potato, fruit in general. Energy, fruit. Take a snack. Take an apple for a snack. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. And then the third thing, proteins. Proteins are highly, highly important. They help us build muscle. There's a building block of muscle in general. Even though we want to cut off and lean out, we do want to eat protein in order to keep that muscle. We want to maintain that muscle. Yeah, you're probably wondering like, oh, you're full of bullshit, all that. Great. Okay. Let me give you an example. I used to be, before I started working out a lot, I was drinking all the time. I was eating a whole bunch of shit. After I got drunk, I was like, fuck it. I ended up going up to 230, I believe. It was 225, 230. After I stopped consuming alcohol, I started leaning down. I started, basically, I was 230 at 5'7". So I was big for my size. I started cutting down. I did a lot of CrossFit. I started meeting up my nutritionist at the time. We got down to about 160, 165. Great. I was lean. I didn't have a six-pack or anything like that, but I was lean. I was happy with myself. I was able to fit to my high school clothes, and that was saying a lot. Anyways, going back to that, proteins are highly, highly important to us. Proteins are not bad. 4 calories per gram. Not bad at all. And examples of that, meat. Love meat. Chicken breast, steak, tofu. If you're a vegetarian, tofu's the way to go. You can find beans, all that, egg whites, and even cottage cheese. Morning, take some cottage cheese, some egg whites. Why not? Okay. Other than that, an important thing to consider is also supplements. When we're talking about taking supplements, we're talking about protein powder. Protein powder tends to be 20 to 30 grams of protein per scoop. So this is what I usually do. I take protein in the morning, my shake, protein. I'll eat it with some oatmeal on the side. I'll also have protein after my workouts as well, BCAAs. When I'm talking about BCAAs, I'm talking about branched chain amino acids. So they help you maintain that muscle going. They help you maintain that. So they help you basically heal up as your muscles building. Okay. And there's also carb supplements. I don't take that very much, so I'm not able to tell you really how that works. And there's also multivitamins in case your vitamin doesn't fulfill all those vitamins, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan. There's always great to take that multivitamins to get the rest of your vitamins. And there's also probiotics. If you don't want to get sick or anything like that, there's also good. Okay, now we're off to exercise. Exercise, yeah, you want to start cardio. Cardio is going to be your best friend when you start leaning out. But I'm not telling you to do hours of cardio or anything like that. I'm telling you to start easy. You're not used to cardio, you do weightlifting or something like that, do weights. Just keep doing weights. Take 15 minutes of your time, do some cardio. Shit, I hate running. I myself hate running. But we can always just build up to that. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as you get used to it, 25, 30 minutes. I'm not telling you go run marathons. I'm just telling you, get on the jogger. Gosh, I do biking. I go biking, I do the rowing, whichever one of those. Just go out there, do that. And there's also resistance training. So basically, you're building your muscles and everything. You're good. Just keep working on it. You know, I had hypothyroid. I fucking couldn't lose weight for the. I still sometimes can't. But dieting is key to everything. I'm not telling you to stop eating. I'm just telling you micromanage, count your calories, macro, you know. All right, I'll see you guys next week, and thank you for watching.